Turning our attention now to even more entertainment news this morning. Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher, you probably heard about this, right? Sparking another bathing debate.
That's right. First, though, before we get to that story, the huge amount of spousal support that Kelly Clarkson has to pay her ex-husband every month. This number made our jaws drop. Ray from Johnny's House, XL 1067, joining us live with the scoop on this. Hi, Ray. First of all, good to see you.
Good to see you ladies too, and I'm glad that you were as shocked as we were when we saw this number about Kelly Clarkson.
It's painful, and I'm sure she makes a lot of money, but regardless of how much she makes, this is a chunk of change.
It is, and when you compare it to like other celebrity divorces too, like if you look at Dr. Dre and what he's paying his ex-wife, it's almost along those same lines, but Dr. Dre is worth almost $1 billion, and Kelly Clarkson, yes, makes a lot of money, but she's not close to $1 billion. So if you haven't heard, it looks like she's gonna have to pay around $150,000 in spousal support, and then on top of that, $45,000 per month in child support. So that's around $200,000 a month that she is going to be dishing out now that this is finalized. Now, this is a little bit lower than what her ex-husband was asking for, which, I mean, he was asking for around $436,000 a month, but she's going to be paying around half of it, which is around $200,000. It's a lot of money. I mean, that's about almost $2.5 million a year if you look at it. Yeah.
wasn't he her manager too at some point? So it's not like you were getting your 10% or your 20%.
Yeah, so
you know what I mean?
So his dad is actually her old manager. Yeah. So that's like kind of how they met, was his dad was her old manager, and then that whole thing fell apart and it just got ugly from there. Yeah. But I'm glad that this is finalized, but like $200,000 a month for her is a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. She can't feel good about that. No, yeah, especially because she's got primary custody of the kids too. So it's like, you know, she's got that to take care of. Now she's got to pay him all this money.
Yeah.
Not a good deal. All right. This is so interesting. I personally, with this, Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher thing, I don't really have too big of a problem with it because, you know, I've had little boys and they like to bathe all the time. I get it. But now this has kind of sparked this big controversy about the bathing routine for their kids. It's raising some eyebrows.
Yeah, and I agree with you because, I mean, I have 2 toddlers at home as well, and sometimes it is a struggle if they don't want to take a bath. So it's like, you know, you got to pick and choose your battles on a daily basis. But Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher were talking about their approach when it comes to bathing their kids is that they don't really bathe them every single night. And Mila Kunis even brought up that when she was younger, she didn't have that much hot water. So she was like in a routine when she was younger of not bathing all the time. And even Ashton Kutcher, he was like, listen, sometimes when I go and do a workout, I just throw water on my face and I get the salt off my skin, and that's pretty much it. Sometimes he washes, you know, his armpits and stuff with like a cheap bar of soap. But yeah, I mean, I think that like bathing newborns too, it's also like when my kids were in the NICU, I was told that like bathing them every single day could be bad. But as they get older, it's like you could be stuck in that routine where it's like, okay, maybe they jumped in the pool today and they don't have to take a bath tonight.
Right. Well, that's why they invented those baby wipes, right? I mean, that takes care of the worst part of them. It's like, well, okay, we got that area clean, we're good. But
yeah, exactly.
And Ray, you'll get there too. It's once they start going to, you know, baseball practice and all these other different practices, they come home smelling awful. I'm sorry, you're showering, I don't care.
Yeah, at that point where it's like you walk into the room and you have to hold your breath, then it's like, okay, we got to figure something out, you know, you got to shower. But yeah, it's funny because a lot of people are like, what the heck, you guys are celebrities, like your kids should smell good. But they're like, listen, if they aren't dirty, you know, if I don't see the dirt, why am I going to bathe them?
I know. It's just such an interesting thing because I think to each his own. If they don't want to bathe them every day, they shouldn't have to bathe them. That's your choice.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to live with them. We don't.
That's your choice. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. And they're celebrities, like I said, they can get away with everything. It doesn't matter.
It's true, except for child support payments. All right, Ray, great to talk to you.
You too. You guys have a great one.
All right.